I don't know whether you saw this because you were, I guess you were traveling from India to the US, but the Deputy Chief of Indian Army Staff, he said that Operation Sindoor, India wasn't just fighting one adversary. I don't want to term it as enemy because it wasn't a state of war, it was a conflict, but said that, there were three adversaries. It was China, it was Pakistan, and there was Turkey. Now, what happened was that in this 3-day war, if I want to say, or a conflict, or whatever it is to be termed, weapon systems were being used like a laboratory. Now, General Asim Munir, of course, denied this, that it wasn't a three-front war that happened, and there was nothing of this sort. What is your view on this? Was it really India fighting three adversaries at one go in those 3 days?
So absolutely, I saw those comments and I agree with them. There is some nuances for somebody who doesn't study war of proxy warfare. Clearly, Pakistan is a Chinese-equipped military, so this is absolutely a test of Chinese military technologies, both for the rest of the world, but also for China. So it does use it as a lab of its technologies, and it will make changes. But you're right. I mean, India does share a border with China. Turkey does provide capabilities to Pakistan. I agreed with the comments. There are a lot of nuances there, even from a geopolitical perspective of China or any adversary to India using Pakistan and the borders to isolate India economically, militarily, in all aspects. There is a difference between a war, a named operation like Sindoor, which was a response to a terrorist attack that had a clear start and a clear ending, and this broader kind of state of conflict where nation states are trying to weaken what they view as threats, weaken their neighbors, which is unfortunate. I agree with those statements. A lot of nuances there, but absolutely a test of those technologies. There is an element of proxy warfare where it's kind of, geopolitically, that's, who has a military defense agreement with whom, and what's the extent of it. But absolutely, this was a test of Indian indigenous systems versus Chinese systems, and everybody was learning from that demonstration because war puts everything to the test.